Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for August 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Sagittarius at this time, please? Messages for Sagittarius at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out, the Five of Roses, the Garden. Your second card, the number 21, Major Arcana, Uriel and the Sphinx. Your third card, the Five of Forces, Summer, Winter. And on the bottom of this deck, the Eight of Forces, the Lightning Bolt. To me, this is similar to the Tower in the traditional Rider-Waite. So it could be that you are having a Tower moment or have had a Tower moment recently, Sagittarius. Of course, that is the bringing down of something old so that something new can be reborn, and of course something better. Always onward and upward. I'm going to clarify these cards for you with a few cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot, and all of these decks that I'm using will be listed below down in the description box in case you're interested. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Sagittarius. What are the clarifying messages at this time, please? These are all beautiful cards, Sagittarius. No need to clarify, but it's fun to do it anyway. On the Garden, the Seven of Cups. On Uriel and the Sphinx, the Five of Pentacles. On Summer, Winter, the Eight of Cups. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for you from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, so we can have that to the side here to meditate on as well. These cards always tie these tarot readings, the Akashic tarot readings, and Everyday Witch tarot cards together beautifully. Amazingly sometimes. So let's see what the Spirit has to say. What positive messages for Sagittarius at this time, please? Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Awesome. That is a new card for me. I have never pulled this card before, Sagittarius. And I think there are 60 some odd cards in that deck, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Now I have to just look and see really quickly. Bear with me for 2 seconds. 64. 64 cards, and I've never pulled that one before, so very interesting. Excuse me. I apologize, Sagittarius. The first card out for you is the Five of Roses, and it was clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Five of Roses is a card that shows two little children playing in a garden. You can see the boy has a slingshot. The little girl has a butterfly she's looking at, and I think it looks like she's got a magnifying glass. She may be looking at the flowers there. So this card can indicate something to do with children in your life. It could show their arrival, potentially. But this could also indicate, if you have adult children, that they could become more of a focus for you. There may be some type of change on the horizon for a child of yours who maybe has made some type of special effort recently, but at any rate, this is a very advantageous time for the children around you. So enjoy it and help them enjoy it as well. There's a special note that comes with this card in the Akashic Tarot that says that whether this card, is upright or reversed, you can look to the adjacent card toward which the boy is shooting and the girl is looking to get more insight on the children around you and their issues. Apply the details and people in this card to the present and future children in your life. So the card next to this one would be Uriel and the Sphinx, and we'll get to that one in just a moment. That one has to do with doing deeper work and actually finding out what your higher purpose is. So you can take that how it resonates, Sagittarius, but I want to try to read the Akashic Force with each of these cards because I feel it may be beneficial to some people, and I wanted to share these Akashic Tarot cards because of my interest in the Akashic Records and my desire to share that. Excuse me. And so I want to read the Akashic Force from the book for you. If you want to skip ahead, it's totally fine. Close your eyes. Stepping into the garden, become the child you used to be in heart and mind. Let the child within you take a look around for one of the children in your life who is also playing here. What new perspective do you have when the child you are meets a child around you? What perspective do you have when the child you are meets a child around you? This is also clarified by the Seven of Cups. So this is a card about choices. And so for some, of you, I feel that this is actually guiding you or suggesting that you actually make a choice to be more childlike right now, Sagittarius. Maybe find that child at heart. Maybe have a little bit more fun. If you do have children or grandchildren, you can always play with them more and just try to be more childlike whenever you're doing that. But I think for some of you, because this is coming up with the Seven of Cups as well, it could be in choices about how to go about that. Ways in which you could be more childlike. So the next card out for you is a major arcana in the Akashic Tarot, Uriel and the Sphinx. And you can see that the Sphinx is there, and it has been there for centuries, obviously. It has been dug out of the sands many times. And Uriel is an archangel of transformation. And so the message in this card is for you to take the time right now to do the deep work in digging out whatever it is that you may have to dig out from, Sagittarius. If there are old beliefs, thought patterns and things like that, it can take time, obviously, to chip away at that stuff. And lots of you have already made significant work toward this. But Uriel the name means fire of God, which I never knew before I started using these Akashic Tarot cards. And you can work with your meditations and call on Archangel Uriel to help you with your transformation, your self-understanding. And there could also be someone, coming into your life, a teacher, a mentor, a new friend who shares, a kinship with you. So pay attention to that, because it could be, an important relationship. And this is an important phase of your life. So it's this work that will lead you to your higher power. So the Akashic Force for this card reads, since the Archangel Uriel, approach you and send his energy into you. Take a deep breath and feel yourself fill with a desire to carve out a new life for yourself. Let this force and purpose swell within you. With them, you can blast away the old and create that new life in every moment. This was clarified by the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of feeling left out in the cold. And it's a very interesting contrast for me that one of these cards is of the cold and winter and snow, and the other one is in the heat in the desert. They are both at night. But this is talking to me about a stark contrast in what you probably currently could be living in the life that you would like to lead, perhaps, Sagittarius. And that can be in stark contrast for a lot of us. But I feel that once you give yourself permission to do this work and feel that it's okay, for transformation, you have to let go of what everyone around you, and potentially even, maybe what your family or people in your family may think of you for this. Maybe that's a choice that you're making with regard to this, is whether or not that you want to share this with these people. Maybe there's something that you're worried that you might be left out in the cold if you move toward your higher purpose, whatever that may be for you. But I'm feeling that if you do that and you move toward it, because you have this one life to live, Sagittarius. We want to make the people around us happy, but you have one life to live to be happy. So it's up to you ultimately what you want to do and the choices that you make. So I feel that for some of you, when you move toward this, it will be the ending of this feeling out in the cold, and you will feel more at home than you've ever felt. Because ultimately your highest purpose, that is, what your soul has come to this planet to do. So you absolutely should feel at home in that. So the last cards that you got out, the Five of Forces, Summer, Winter, clarified by the Eight of Cups. The Five of Forces, Summer, Winter, this is an action card, and you can see on the top is summer, and there are crops that have been planted. The farmer is still out working diligently, and it's time right now, it's saying, to work and make hay basically while the sun shines. I don't know if you've ever heard that expression, but it's a time of great activity. So it's a time to work hard, get going. This could be this inner work that you need to do, with this being clarified by the Eight of Cups. It says to me that you're making the decision to go toward what it is that you want. You're going to leave that sadness, that indecision or worry behind, and you'll move forward to whatever your highest purpose is, and it will be very beneficial. So take steps toward your personal goals right now, whatever that is for you, Sagittarius. If there's something fun you've been wanting to do, do it. If there's something you've been wanting to learn, do that. Go out more, hang out with more friends, meet new people, whatever it is that you want to do. You can also use this as a time of reflection about if you're interested in attracting any kind of new relationship into your life, such as romance. You can ponder how you might do that. This card is just telling you to consider what needs to be done and then take action toward it. So, I love the summertime, and this card always, it's a cyclical card that represents a time of warm, uplifting, loving energy, and it's also a self-loving, happy energy to project outward for the world to see. So, this card can also imply movement. It's one of the more, lesser meanings, but it can imply movement as well. So, being clarified by the Eight of Cups, as I said, I feel that you are just moving on from whatever it is that could be holding you back at this time. This is also a card that could be, of retreat. So it could be that you are just working toward your goals right now and sort of sequestering yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Akashic Force for the Summer-Winter card reads, close your eyes and with a deep breath, fill yourself with the calm and receptive energy of yin. Sense what situation in your life requires a peaceful yielding now. Then take another deep breath. Exhale the yin, then inhale yang. Feel creative, powerful yang energy fill you. Where do you want to apply speed and action most in your life right now? That's going to resonate with each of you in your own way, Sagittarius. Those are beautiful cards for you. You have some work to do if that's what you want to do. It's a world open to you right now, and it's entirely up to you what you want to do with it, Sagittarius. The Shaman's Dream Oracle Message number 43, Overflow. Too much, overwhelm, and plenty. So many good things are headed your way, or are already occurring in your life right now, yet you may be thinking that they're not possible or you're not worthy of them. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it. Defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty and love. Opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams abound and are lined up for you. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that all is well. Sometimes all this overflow can be overwhelming, and you may find yourself responding with empathy overload. Empathy overload occurs when you tune in to the collective angst and fear without impending changes and uncertainties. About impending changes and uncertainties. Let me read that again. Empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in those emotions. It's time to allow yourself to detach. Bring yourself back to your life. Restore your faith in a power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on your smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. So that is saying focus on your smaller personal universe, Sagittarius. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions onto it. I love that card. I hope that resonated with you and the rest of this reading. I'm going to pull one more card. This is from the Divine Abundance Oracle. Thank you again, Sagittarius, for returning to my channel. Please hit that like button if this resonates with you. I appreciate it so much, and it helps with the YouTube algorithm for me to help get these positive messages out to as many people who may want to hear them or need to hear them. So thank you. I appreciate you. Your final message for August 2023, or whenever this message finds you. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. That is a beautiful message to end on, Sagittarius. I truly hope that this reading has resonated with you. These are beautiful messages for you for August, and I'm so happy to be able to offer this reading to you with love and light. I hope that it resonated, and I will see you next time.